Hello everyone, this is Redout67 and
darcyandrabeth.
Sorry, I kind of cut her off. Alright, so last episode we did super basic ore doubling with the applied energetics grindstone. Did all the basics that we needed to get ourselves a very basic thermal expansion. Today we are going to make it a little bit better, and as well as a couple other things. I haven't quite decided yet, so let's get to it. So let's see, thermal expansion.
I couldn't guess, I'm sorry.
So the first thing I do is I don't like how little these lead-cell energy cells can handle. I mean, sure, 400,000 seems like a lot, but
it's not.
In between recordings, exactly what Darcy said. It's not. I mean, in the course of making this entire iron chest full of metals, I've had to refill it twice. Actually, 3 or 4 times. So, we are going to look at the next upgrade to the lead-cell energy cell, which is hardened energy cell. Now to do that, we need our lead-cell energy cell and surround it with 4 invar ingots. To get our invar ingots, we need polarized iron and polarized ferrous metal. Luckily, in the process of doing stuff, I've come across plenty of iron, as you can see, several stacks. So let's go ahead and do this real fast. And what?
I helped.
Yes, Darcy helped quite a bit. So, because we don't want to get this thrown into the redstone furnace, I'm going to turn off the outputs for a second, and I'm going to put some of my iron in there and wait for that for a little bit. Let's see. Invar. Boop, boop. So it's 2 iron dust per pulverized ferrous metal. So, I'll be back in just a second once all that stuff's done. Alright, and we're back. So, I got some pulverized iron and some pulverized ferrous metal. And let's go over to this crafting table real fast. And let's look at the invar ingots. So, to make this, it's 2 iron dust plus 1 ferrous metal equals an invar ingot. Should be able to just combine it in here. So let's do this. Flip plus that equals invar blend. So there we go. We got a stack and a half of the invar blend, which I like to make extras because thermal expansion needs it almost all the time, especially for the mid-tier items. So let's go ahead and let's fix this real fast. To put it back to a previous setting, you can right click or to go back. Because originally it goes from that, you can left click it, does all that, and there you go. So let's go ahead and smelt up some of this invar blend. And let's put the other half stack in here for a second. So then the other thing I'm thinking of doing is so that our leadstone energy cell can charge faster, thinking of making another steam dynamo. So let's go ahead and make another one of those real fast.
Teleporting to you, dear, so I can bring you your obsidian that you wanted.
Okay. Some silver ingots, which is right here somewhere. Where's my silver?
Oh.
Hello. Silver. Let's do that. And then let's get some redstone. Let's do that. Blop blop. Blop blop. Ooh, thank you for the obsidian. 2 of those. And then so we need 2 copper gears. So let's do that. Ooh, lots of obsidian.
How to stack?
I enjoy
That's what you wanted, right?
Yes. Ooh, we don't have enough copper. Alright. So,
wait a minute, I have copper in my thing. Hold on.
You have copper.
7? Will that work?
Yeah, go ahead and put it in the hopper for me, please.
Alright, oopsie.
Alright, so while we're waiting for that, now that we have enough of the in-bar ingots. Let's go ahead and take this. And let's go find my tool right here. Crescent hammer. We're going to turn this off real fast. And we're going to disconnect this. I believe I caught it. Nope. I think you have my leadstone energy cell.
No, you accidentally threw it in the hopper, but here.
Oh, thank you. I guess things can land in there. Alright, so now in order to upgrade this, go on your crafting station, put it in there. Now, if you look at it, I'm holding shift right now, it'll tell you 396k out of 400k redstone flux. You might think, you know, if you're not really used to this mod, that you're actually going to drop. See how it's going like that? How it looks like more damage to it? But if you hold shift, you still have the exact same amount. The only thing that's changed is the amount, which this can hold 2 million redstone flux.
Can you put aluminum in the pulverizer or no?
No. Aluminum is strictly redstone furnace. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Nice thing is it keeps your inputs, so all the items are still good to go with that.
You have in-bar blend in the chest over here, I hope you know.
I know. Alright, so then we got that. Let's go ahead and
Where do you want me to put the ores for right now? Just in the chest out there?
put them in the hopper.
But they're the ones that won't work. They're Vintium, Cinnabar,
Oh, okay.
Uranium, and
Just put them in here. Put them in the iron chest and I'll take care of it.
Alright.
So now let's work on upgrading the leadstone energy conduits to something better as well. Yes, I dumped the water.
I also found some quartz if you need it.
Sweet.
And dust.
Cool. Alright. Now to make the leadstone energy conduits, you need to do something like this. And then you need to do this. And so we're going to be making 4 lead hardened energy conduits. And there's all that. Now we went from going from the 80 redstone flux per tick to the magical 400. This is a great way to get early game high powers without doing much work. Once you get into the really advanced systems, you're really going to be needing the redstone energy conduits, which can transfer a staggering 10,000 redstone flux per tick. Later on in the series, I'll be making an item that will generate so much energy, these redstone energy conduits can't handle it. We'll actually have to rely on a secondary mod to put it into one of these resin energy cells. One of the ideas that I have is, if you look, it holds 50 million redstone flux per in total. Later on down the series, I'm going to make a special generator that will charge it from 0 to just under 50 million redstone flux per tick, or yeah, redstone flux, in just over 2 minutes. So, talk about super power killing. But it comes at a humongous cost to being able to do all this stuff. Alright, so now that we got some more hardened energy conduits, let's put these away real fast, and we got ourselves some obsidian. And there should be some more copper in here. Copper, copper, copper. Oh wow, we got tons of copper.
Dork.
Wow, I'm an idiot. Alright,
There you are.
so let's go ahead and make that second steam dynamo. So let's get some sticks.
Oh my god, so much
1, 2,
gravel.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need 8 cobble. Oh, and the other cool thing is this entire chest was full of cobblestone. One nice little trick is, if it's eating up inventory and you have yet to make planarenogenistics, 1 cobblestone in each thing will produce a compressed cobblestone. Really, really useful. And then you shift left click it, and you just you quite literally reduce the amount of space you're taking up with cobblestone. Thank goodness. I know that a lot of people like to void it out. I, for one, like to use it for another mod. So let's do that. Alright.
Which is the portal to the deep dark, which is complete and utter awesomeness.
Yes, the Deep Dark is full on amazing.
Except when you get killed by everything on the site.
Exactly. The nice thing about the Deep Dark is,
Doubles the ore generation.
yeah, doubles the ore generation compared to the actual world that we are in right now, at the cost of, well...
It's dark, and if you stay in the dark too long, it will hurt you.
Exactly.
Trust me, it hurts.
It hurts quite a bit, but in the end, isn't risk worth reward? So let's do that. Let's make some more stone gears.
The end is definitely a place where you'll learn to love the whatchamacallit torch. Magnum torch.
Yes, magnum torches. So, alright. Let's do that. And then let's get all of these. Shift left click. Alright, there we go. And while we're at it, since you're running, let's look up the ability to make fluid ducts. Because now that I have 2 steam dynamos, I need to supply both with water. How are we going to do that? Let's find out.
Magic.
If only magic. So we need copper, 2 copper ingots, and hard glass. How do you make hardened glass? Well, you need to make an induction smelter. Literally the only way. And the way that you do it is you get obsidian dust to make lead, which makes the hardened glass. Now let's look at the recipe for the induction smelter. Right.
Oh, and maybe
Here, so.
the Ars Magical Water does still give you health.
Okay. Alright. So for the induction smelter, you need a machine frame, a bucket, redstone reception coil, 2 copper ingots, and 2 invar ingots. Alright, so let's go ahead and make another machine frame real fast. Oh, right, machine frame. I just forgot this thing already. Wait. Oh. Did I forget? Yes, I did. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Although I think we still have glass. Let's find out if we have glass.
Yes, we have it in the chest. 38. I remember.
Where do you...
in the original ore chest.
Oh, the original ore chest. Sweet. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make 4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The reason why I'm making so many is because I will be using a lot of machine frames for a lot of these different items. And hey, saves me time so that I can blather on about more stuff in the future. So let's see. Now let's go look at the induction smelter. Redstone conductance coil is 1 piece of gold and 2 redstone. I will tell you, you will be making lots of this. So let's go ahead and make 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do that. Now let's make ourselves the induction smelter. Oh, that's right. I also need a bucket. Bucket, bucket, bucket. That. And since it has an item that we can't shift left click, we're going to have to regular left click it. So we can get our ghost to do all that. Inbar, 1, 2. And then let's put this in there. And some copper. 1, 2. Alright. Induction smelter. So for right now, just, another basic setup. I don't want that in there. So we got that. The induction smelter has a humongous buffer. But now that we got this, let's go ahead and start making some of our hardened glass. So let's throw, let's just throw all of our obsidian in there. And then let's look at the recipe for hardened glass real fast, which is right
Diamonds.
in this guy.
Hey.
Alright, so we need 8 pulverized obsidian plus 1 lead ingot equals 2 hardened glass. Let's get ourselves some lead real fast. Lead with lead. Alright. Now, this GUI interface may be a little intimidating at first, but it's actually pretty easy. This one right here is your first ingredient. This one right here is your second ingredient. Those ingredients will combine to output here. And if for whatever reason you're making something in the induction smelter that has a small chance of making something else, you will also have another one of these. So let's go ahead and let's check on our obsidian. Ooh, quite a bit. I totally forgot about that. Alright, so let's put this in here. Let's put our pulverized lead. Now the other nice thing is you don't have to listen to what the recipe says. You can do that, or you can do that. So it really doesn't care which slot you put it in, as long as it somehow makes it in there. Now, but do keep in mind, every time the progression bar completes, you've eaten up 8 pulverized obsidian. Luckily, we got some more of this. And the other thing is if you can, make as much of the hardened glass as you can, because you'll be using it for tons and tons of items. Like for instance, the next tier of that's called the redstone energy cell, which to make the frame is electrum, diamond, hardened glass, but we'll get that into the near future. So we got this, and that should be it for right now. So we've eaten up all of our obsidian. Let's go ahead and clean up some of the inventory. And which one do I want to make? Let's make a fluid duct, which is copper, hardened glass, copper. And for people that their computers can't really handle that much, you can also make the fluid duct opaque, which is copper, lead, copper, and a little bit less, I guess you can call it system load for your computer. So let's do that, and let's just make 36 right now. Alright, so now we got that. Let's go ahead and put some of our stuff away in the thermal expansion chest. Put that. Let's put the machine casings away. Ooh, silver nuggets. Let me put that in the smelter real fast. Can I? No, I cannot. Alright, I will take care of that in a little bit. So, let's put some aluminum ore in here. Alrighty, so with that, now we need a way of making sure that I can both run, if I need to, the induction smelter plus the pulverizer plus the redstone furnace as much as possible. In order to do that, unfortunately, we've run out of room right here, so luckily I made a nice little area over here, and I think I'm going to turn this whole wall into a machine area. So I'll be right back as soon as I get that hauled out. See you in a second. And just like that, I have this nice little area that's all dug out right next to our totally modern swimming pool that isn't at all modern and just sucks. Oh, the other day I also found some ender lilies. So those take a full in-game week, which, if I remember correctly, a day is 30 minutes, so
happy birthday.
3 hours and something. I don't know. Don't ask me the math. All I know. Ooh, endstone. Cool.
If I found it around the Oblivion Hive.
Nice. The a lot of you may be thinking, oh, how'd you get endstone? You're a cheater. Nope, I'm not. There's a bee in extra bees called the what? Oblivion bees, and they will make the endstone around it. So, kind of nice if you haven't taken down the Ender Dragon or just too pansy. So, now let's go ahead and let's turn this off. Get you off the wall, and let's just transport everything off.
Which reminds me, they also give you ender pearls, so
yep.
Congratulations.
And they also give you ender pearls, which is really nice.
Now you have 2 ender pearls.
I love ender pearls. So let's do that. I also need 2 buckets. 1, 2. Flop. And then the other one's in here. Flop. And then let's get this. And then, is there anything in here? Yes, there is. Let's put that in there for right now. And that. Okay. So, let's go ahead and move all this stuff out of the area. Make sure none of it landed in here. Nope. Alright.
Maybe I think we need another chest.
I think we do.
And look at what I brought
Collect
in.
all this. Let's see what you brought.
Sad part is you can't see all of it because I ran out
Wow.
of room.
See, this is why I love my fiance. She goes mining and comes back and fills up diamond chests fairly fast. Alright, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to put the aqueous accumulator right here. So it's nice and out of the way. Where's that?
Put all this other crap.
Oh. Do that. Aqueous accumulator. Let's put that right there, and then let's get the other bucket. Put that bucket right here. And let's figure out what we're going to do. I think we should put both steam dynamos. Let's just make a quick wall. Okay? Now, if you want to get these to face the correct way, all you got to do, lay down your hardened energy conduits first, right click, and they'll both face the right direction. Now, let's get our fluid ducts. Get those, plop, plop, and nice thing is they're already doing their thing. Pretty cool. It's not they're filling up with water. Let's go ahead and I'm thinking let's stick with the trend of keeping things towards the bottom. Stick our hardened energy cell right there. Excuse me.
Stop dying.
And because it's changed, let's go ahead and put that back in. Let's make the right side out. And as you see, right side is now out. Let's get some more of my hardened energy cells. Let's get that. Hardened energy cell. And what I'm going to do is run a line at the bottom. And then what we're going to do is, I think we should do polarizer.
Where did all the machines go?
I moved them.
Oh.
That's polarizer. And then we don't need that anymore. Let's see what else we need. Induction furnace, thank you.
It's on the floor.
Okay. Alright, and then let's get our 2 hoppers. Alright. Oh, don't need that inventory right now. So let's put the polarizer down. And we can either do it one of 2 ways. We can either put it right here or right there. I'm going to put it like that. Now, let's put a redstone furnace.
Excuse me.
And I like to leave a little bit of a gap. And I'm going to put the induction smelter. I'm going to put it right here. Well, I'm going to put it right here. So let's do that. So now that we got all that going, that's running. Let's go ahead and, ooh, you know what's a good idea? Let's make item ducts. So to make item ducts, plain and simple, we don't need the impulse item ducts. What that does is it basically means it pulls things out much faster. I don't care about that right now. So we need tin and hardened glass and more tin. Good thing I made that extra hardened glass, right? So let's make 5. And let's get some tin if I don't already have it, which I do not. Let's get some tin. I'm just gonna add more. Alright.
We do have more.
Alright. So let's do this. And let's do that. Let's make a whole bunch. So now we no longer have any more hardened glass, but that's fine. Let's get our pneumatic servo because we will need that, and I'll show you why in a second. Other thing is, hey Darcy, could you make me a diamond chest?
Yeah, because I'm going to need one here to take care of all this cobblestone.
Let's look at the recipe real fast. You'll need 6 glass, 2 diamonds, and a gold chest.
Yeah, then I gotta figure out how to make a gold chest. This is gonna be difficult.
Not that hard.
I can't even remember how to make a chest.
Alright, so let's go ahead and, you know what? I'm thinking let's reset this machine real fast. reset this machine real fast. I'll leave you the way you are because you're just special. So let's make it so that the input's that way. That's out.
Where's the glass?
I have it. There you go. It's right there. There's the glass. Alright. And then let's have the input right there. Output. Let's put that right there. Alright. So I'm thinking to make this easier for my fiance when she's coming up from mining and doing all of her fun stuff. Hey, you know, she's had a long walk, blah, blah, blah. Let's make it so she can just come up here, and on the way to the actual house, she can just drop it off and it'll go and do its thing. So, let's do that. Smack this, like that. And then I will pick up that chest in a second. Ooh, ender pearl, that's right. Okay, that. And I also need to figure out a way to power both of these without let's see, lever. Yeah, let's grab that. I wonder if it will work through too. No, I don't think so. So let's break that real fast. Sad day. So we got that. We got the output, which will be a chest, which I actually think we have an extra chest.
I just made one.
Can I have one? Thank you. Let's turn this into an iron chest, because we really don't need all that much. So, which one are you using? That one. So let's go ahead and make a chest into an iron chest real fast. Bloop.
Oh crap, I was about to do the exact same thing. So.
Alright, we're good.
That's why I made 2 crafting stations, darling.
Alright, so... yeah, but I was using the first one. So... let's go ahead and do this. Let's do that, and it shouldn't pull anything out of there. Keyword shouldn't. But, I don't want that. So, let's go ahead and move the thermal or induction salt over there. And then, if I remember correctly, keyword is if. Grab some wood somewhere. Grab that.
I'm using the top.
I know. Let's do that. Let's make another chest. Do that. And then let's surround that with iron. There we go. Iron chest. Alright, so now that we got the iron chest.
Come here.
Hold on. And if I remember correctly, I should be able to put a chest right there, then have items drop in and do their thing and blah blah blah. So let's find something that hasn't been... Alright, see, look at that. Already went through the item hopper, it's going through the pulverizer, which is turning into sand, which is now turning into glass, which is now in here. So I just literally made a way to turn cobble into glass. Automated. Best part is these hoppers, they really can't hold much. You're just sitting there, blah, blah, blah. Now, you can go ahead and do this. So, I actually didn't even really need the item ducts. That'll be in a later build. So, need to turn you guys on, first of all. Ignore. It also might help if I had put... You know what? We are going to use the item ducts. So let's do that, and then that. Let's get our wrench real fast, and let's put a pneumatic servo. You can right click in there, and what we can do with this is it has a filter, and it's also you can also control it by redstone. But I'm actually going to leave it on ignored, and we want coal to get to these 2 steam dynamos. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it to whitelist, which only allows coal. And then, so now that's that. You're not going to see 7 pop up right there because it just needs an example. It's not going to consume anything. And then we watch. We see the items going into the machines that it needs to. And just like that, we are now gaining power again. So let's go ahead and put some of that in there. And should be good. You know what? Nah, that won't work. Nope. And whenever that pops up, it's telling you that it's backstuffed. And it will actually show you on the middle right of your screen that, hey, I'm backstuffed. I can't really do anything. So I'll be right back in just a second. Alright, so you know what? As much as I like the idea of Darcy could just go plop, do it in, there are some ores that cannot be pulverized, such as, let me see, I have in my inventory aluminum, as well as dark iron, and there's a handful of other ones that don't go in there. So I'm actually going to make it so that all she has to do is just put it in this chest up here, and it'll auto sort. All the coal will go into here, and all the items that can be pulverized go in there, and then all the items that can go into here that can only go into the redstone furnace will go into there. So let's go ahead and get that started. So let me make some. Are you using the far one? No. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and make some pneumatic servos, which is this. Yeah, let's make 6. Alright. So we got that. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one on there. And now remember, if you want to do anything with it, make sure you have an empty spot on your hotbar. So we want everything to come out of this, so we're going to right click it. And then we're going to go into it, and because you always want it to be on, we're going to hit ignored, or you can also do low if for whatever reason you want to turn it off. But I want this to continually work. Now let's put an item duct into this chest, down here, and then over here. But see how we have 2 items right there? We can either do it one of 2 ways. Either I can right click this twice and that disappears, or because I'm wasting space, let's hold shift, right click, make that piece disappear. And what we can do is we can turn off left side and then turn on the top for inputs. So that way, you know, in the end, I get one more useful item duct. So let's go ahead and install some pneumatic servos.
Holy crap.
And alright, so let's go into the first one. And we want this one to be straight up coal.
Hey.
Let's see if we can find some coal. Okay, we have some coal. Now, keep moving things. Let's right click, and we're going to put coal in here. And instead of blacklist, blacklist means it's never going to go in there. I'm going to whitelist it. We're going to ignore redstone signal. Now, we put it in right here. Oh, wait. We got to pop that open real fast. On top. Oh. If I do this, you're going to see the coal. No, 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 no. Don't go in the pulverizer, you jerk. Why did you do that? Okay. We're going to blacklist coal into this. There we go. And might as well blacklist coal in this one as well. Now let's try it. Let's put that in there. There we go. Makes its way over there. The other cool thing you can do is you can make this the vacuum area. So, for instance, how I had to whitelist this area, I should, in theory, not have to blacklist that anymore. So let's take a quick look. Let's throw that in there. Gets popped out. And basically what it does is, even though those thermal expansion pipes were closer, because that's on vacuum mode, it's going to take the preferred item that's allowed down that way to that way. Now, all you need to do is, like, let's say you want some gold ore. Put it in there, should pop out, and because it's not allowed to go down that way, it's going to drop into the pulverizer. Now, for instance, we don't want aluminum to go in there because it'll just gum up the works. So, let's go ahead and do this. Let's blacklist aluminum. Vinteum ore can't be pulverized. And what else? Dark iron ore can't be pulverized. So let's do that. And I'm thinking
Okay, guess what?
What'd you find?
I got 4 compressed cobble, 3 double, 7 triple, and a quad.
Wow. Looks like we'll be getting to the deep dark pretty fast.
Great.
Alright. So what else do we not have? Gravel? I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get rid of gravel. Excuse me. So, as you can see, it's going through, making us some gold. Now, because I don't want items backstuffed, let's make another little chest. Chest. Makes it go fast. Boop. 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 And if I remember correctly, I could use this. And the nice thing is if you shift right click, you'll get your items back. And these are 2 separate entities. So I could whitelist dark iron, Vintium, and aluminum. And what did I blacklist in there? Alright. So let's try this. I wonder if I can pipe it into a chest and then have it directly go into the redstone furnace. Okay, so let's try this. Aluminum. You're going down, you're going down. Let's see which way you go. Go into there. But you only make it into the chest. Bummer. So let's go ahead and do that. And just because I want it to look pretty, I'm going to do this. Break some of this right here. And we are actually going to move this chest back 1 level. If it'll break at all. There we go. Let's break this real fast. Alright. So now, let's do this. Let's turn... Oh, you know, I don't need that there. Let's put my chest back on the bottom of this. And let's blacklist. I need to reinstall the servo. Turn this on. Re-whitelist it. Right now. And then let's put that dark iron in there. Whitelist. And then let's get another item duct. Since we're not putting anything on the top, let's go ahead and turn this off. But for the back, speaking of which, the reason why that one's there right there is because that represents the back. Let's go ahead and put that as our input. And if I were to right click, we have our input on the back. Let's put that to input, that to output, pneumatic servo, right click. That really doesn't matter, and we're going to ignore. So let's see if this works. Fingers crossed. Get in there, aluminum. Okay, it's going down, going down. It tried to go in there, it didn't. It's going to drop down. And then it comes back out, goes in there. And look at that, we are now smelting redstone ore, aluminum ore in a redstone furnace. And boom, just like that, we're starting to get aluminum ingots. So in theory, let's put this to the test. Let's put on copper, tin, silver, lead, iron, more iron, dark iron, Vintium. Ooh, here's something I didn't teach it. Let's also whitelist Cinnabar. Cinnabar, when you smelt it, turns it into quicksilver. Alright, so things are flying around, they're doing things, people are cutting in front of each other, there's items bouncing around. That's fine. Sometimes these machines will just do weird things, and if you look at it, maybe, I guess you have to look at it with, I guess it just tells you right there. So that right there, for instance, center right, tells you stuffed items. Silver, iron, lead. Basically what it means is there's all the inventory is currently full. As you can see right there, ferrous ore is plotting away. He's turning into copper. Pulverized ferrous metal. Now the nice thing is, let's say you have metal only takes up one slot. The pulverizer can bring in another metal, plug in the next slot, and still... So basically you can do 2 metals before this machine is fully backed up. Best part about ferrous ore, you get a small chance at getting pulverized shiny metal. Shiny metal is really useful for your high-end thermal expansion stuff. So, let's... I'll be back in just a second, and so that you guys don't have to wait for minutes on end, trying to see if it works, just in case there's any kinks. So I'll be back in a second. And we're back. So, we got the last little bit popping down, it's going inside, going in, getting smelted real fast. And yeah, that ore did pop back out. And then in a second it's going to go back down, just like that. And, okay,
there it is.
bounce back up for a second. And cleared out all this stuff. I even put some coal in there, that's extra stuff. Got a bunch of coal in here. We made all the stuff. I'm actually going to move this later on. Looks like it's doing really well. Best part is as you can see, our Vintium made it in here, our aluminum made it in here, as well as our dark iron. So I think that just about wraps up the episode. I think tomorrow's episode will be Thumbcraft, but we'll see how I feel about that. Alright, have a great day from Red 67 and
darcyandrabeth.
have a good one.